World, what's happening, baby? God will build you up only to tear you down. Forever, for good, and it should never be rebuilt. And these people are not children of God. And how to know if God is building you up only to tear you down? I'm going to give you some signs. Now, in the book of Jeremiah 1:10, this was Jeremiah's assignments. This God talking to Jeremiah, he say, see, I have this day set you over the nations and over the kingdoms. He a big dog. To root out and to pull down, to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. See, God got his prophets and who gonna set up new shops and get rid of the old ones, simply because they gonna do what God want done and the way he want it done, and to orchestrate his order. And Jeremiah was one of these people. Now in the book of Genesis about Pharaoh, I don't know where the scripture is, but it's God told Pharaoh in so many words. It's two of them, two kings I'm gonna tell you about. Pharaoh and Nebuchadnezzar. God told Pharaoh, I built you up for this very reason, to tear you down. Them weren't his exact words, but that's what he meant when he said it. I don't know where that is in Genesis. And Pharaoh had God's people in bondage for years, hundreds of years, you know what I'm saying, the children of Israel. And God could have softened Pharaoh's heart and told him let his people go, but he did not want to. He wanted to show off. You know how y'all is? If you good in basketball, you can fight good. What you do? You've been waiting on somebody to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? So you can show them your hand play. So you can Mayweather something, shoulder roll. Ooh. You know you good at it. Well, God, he don't show off, but he got his time to where I got to show them who they playing with. I got to show them, and this the perfect one, right, Chip? Cause he think he all that in the bag of chips. Cause I built him up, but he just don't know. I built him up only to tear him down. So God sent Moses to Pharaoh 10 times. Let my people go. 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 And he sent plague after plague after plague after plague until they finally let them go. After God killed their firstborn. And even when he let them go, he tried to go and get them back. Why? Because the children of Israel made him money. They took care of his palaces and stuff. But in the midst of all that, God told him, I built you up for this very reason. Remember I told you there's an appointed time for your humility? I've had mine. This was Pharaoh's appointed time for his humility. And this is how you know you are being preserved for punishment. Oh, and the other king was King Nebuchadnezzar. God built him up and used him to bring judgment on people who wasn't doing right. He was killing people, taking over their whole nations. I'm talking about there's a king in his kingdom. They were some gangsters, raw. And God told him, after God used this man and his army, he told him in so many words, who you think you is? Or you think you just gonna come down here and tear people's shop up and not have the answer for it, huh? Yeah, I got something for you too. And then he had this is a king. Had this man eating grass out the field like animals in front of everybody. Everybody looking like, man, ain't that King Nebuchadnezzar, man? That man out there eating grass in front of everybody like that. Wow. That's like your favorite rapper. I don't know if it's the president, but I know for sure it's like a rapper and his clique. This rapper was popping. The hottest artist in the world. Now you eating grass out the land like donkeys and sheep and stuff and goats. Now, this is how you know God is preserving you for punishment. He done blessed you, been good to you, sent you good people time after time after time, and you done messed over all of them. And But this is how you know you being preserved for punishment. If you messed over somebody, I'm talking about did them raw, foul. Like I know people, where I've heard of situations where people have shot people and they murdered them, and nothing was never said about it. They never went to jail. They never went to court. Didn't know retaliation come to them. Ain't nobody mess with them. Why? God protecting them to preserve them for punishment. Now, what does it mean to preserve? Definition number 1, to keep alive or in existence. To keep lasting. Listen to this one. To keep safe from harm or injury. To protect or spare. To keep up or maintain. Some of y'all wicked and full of demons, and God's still protecting you from harm and injury only to destroy you. So that's the first one. That was one instance. Like you didn't kill somebody and you didn't get no retaliation, ain't had to go to court, ain't get no charges or nothing. And this happened years ago. You think you got away? No. Number 2, you done cheated on every good woman or every good man God done sent you. And you done had some top of the line people, because you know how to scope them out and see what they got on the inside. And you got person after person after person, and you done broke this person heart, that person heart, and I'm talking about crushed these people. Then slept with some of mama, aunties, uncles, sister, brother, cousins, and you think you ain't never got dealt with on this issue, and you probably married now or got you another good one right now. But guess what? Your appointed time awaits you. There's no sin that goes unanswered. Sin is like when you go out to eat and y'all finish eating, the waiters tell you, there's no rush, take your time, we'll bring your ticket to you. You order, every time you sin, you ordering something. It's like on the menu. Let me get that number 2. Let me get them shrimps. Let me get that tilapia and that lobster. And you getting big, expensive stuff too. Expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you doing some bad stuff out there, boy. And you steady buying and building, buying and building, buying and building. Yeah, let me get that. As a matter of fact, just give me the whole rack of lobsters. I want all of. With the fire crab sauce with it. And you just buying and buying and buying. And then she come back with that ticket. And she say, that ticket $1,000. And you saying to yourself, man, I ain't ordered that much food, bro. Well, sir, you didn't know the prices of that food. Some of y'all, you don't know the prices of the sins you committing. So you still doing it. And you think it's cool. Because you ain't had the answer for it yet. You don't know how expensive something is until you got to pay for it. Purchase your tracks today. Your day of purchasing is at hand. So she bring the ticket out. And that ticket $1,000, you ain't got but $200 in your pocket. Now, you got $800 of debt for food. So what's gonna happen to you? You finna go to jail. Meaning, when you can't pay for the excuse me, when you can't pay for the sins that you committed, the wrong stuff you done to people, somebody got to pay for that. Somebody has to pay for that. And a lot of times, it's your children. Purchase your tracks today. It's your children, your nieces and nephews, somebody. That's where generational curses come from. Generational curses come from parents and older people who done stuff in their past that they never answered for. Y'all wonder why some of these innocent teenagers be dying? Why these good young people under 25 be dying that ain't have nothing to do with a situation that was going on, but they still ended up dying? This is why. Sometimes it's the wrong place, wrong time, but a lot of times it's generational curses. because of what somebody in their family done did, and God said somebody got to pay for this. And y'all ain't finished. All you did was pay for the lobsters. You still got the shrimp, the tilapia, the fish, the broccoli, the side salads, the sides, the fries, and the drinks. And you know the drinks high. And you think you just finna get away? You think it's God done bless you all over them years that he ain't finna answer? You ain't finna have to answer to him, son? Male or female? Your appointed time is at hand. A lot of y'all gonna die. I'm not wishing death on nobody, but I say this because the Bible said the wages of sin is death. Not meaning every time you sin, you gonna die physically, which every time you sin a part of you die, but something in you is going to die. And every time you do wrong like that, man, you got the answer for it. Karma is a patient gangster. I come from a woman off YouTube. Well, karma is a patient gangster, man, and Pharaoh's karma was death. Pharaoh did all that stuff to them people. It's like this here. The longer you do it, the swifter your destruction gonna be. Ain't no karma when you done been doing something for years and years and years and years and years. Ain't no karma. It's just straight death and destruction. You know what I'm saying? So, man, don't think God is all love and that he is asleep and that he ain't gonna repay everybody according to their deeds. The Bible say that God repays every man according to his deeds on earth while he's alive. So stop creating generational curses. Your kids don't deserve that, man. Your kids don't deserve. It's some stuff y'all kids gonna go through simply because of what their parents did. They ain't had nothing to do with it. But God can't let sin go unanswered. Somebody got to pay for this. Somebody has to pay for it, bro. Purchase your tracks today. Back in the Gap, they used to kill whole families. In the Old Testament, let the daddy or the mama, a lot of times the daddy, I don't know about the mama, but I remember one instance, it was some people in the Old Testament, I think somebody had hid some gold. Yeah, they went to, God sent them to war. I think it was Saul or somebody. He told them, destroy everything and don't keep nothing from that land. Everything is cursed. It was cursed or accursed. And one dude decided to, I think it was a female. She kept, I think I don't know if her husband was in on it. I think he was, I'm not for sure. But if not this situation, there was another situation. But she kept some gold up under her. And the dude came to check for her. He was like, where you been at? We ain't seen you. I'm just paraphrasing it. Where you been at? Why you sitting there like that? She was like, I'm on my period, my lord. But she had some gold up under her dress, her skirt. She ain't wanted to be seen. So she lied and she said she was on her period. Man, that man found out what happened. That man said bring her and her whole family. Everybody died. Everybody died, son. Why did her kids die? Because of what she did. Man, y'all think it's a game, son. It's serious, bro. It's serious, son. A lot of y'all gonna shorten y'all life simply because of how you living, and you gonna shorten your kids' life simply because of what you doing, bro. But no sin goes unanswered.